Stand by. Hello, we got our faces on the screen, getting set up for a show. Welcome everybody, people falling in, as G-Rant says. And yeah, I think we're about ready. I got my notes. I think we're good to go. We're gonna start recording. Y'all let me know when y'all are recording.
I'm watching the reel right now, and like I'm just whatever word that is.
Yeah, it's an emoji, whatever it is.
Right, it's an emoji.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Cool. You're recording, Matt. You recording?
I'm rolling.
All right, we're gonna do a sync clap, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, clap. Okay.
You just do it.
Yeah. That might be confusing. Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. I think we are good to go. People falling in the chat here. We are a little early too, so it's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. What up and welcome to another Mograph Mocast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt, and joining us today is Willie and Jill Russell.
Hello.
And Mograph is a supplement to our site, mograph.com, which is a motion graphics tutorial site with tutorials, plugins, podcasts, and other Mograph stuff. And on the show, we talk about everything ranging from motion graphics to Cinema 4D, After Effects plugins, render engines, doing business, doing taxes, being a contractor, or working for the man. You can email us, info@mograph.com. Let us know what you think about the show. Questions, comments, concerns, queries, grievances, show topic ideas, artist suggestions, whatever it is. We're on Facebook,
I feel
Twitter,
like at that
Instagram.
point you never have it written down. You just kind of add.
No, I just do that out of the top of my head at that point. I really do.
Grievances, huh?
Grievances? Yep. Yeah.
Do you guys?
No, we've never gotten any grievances.
No. We're secretly counselors to all of our Mograph people.
If there are grievances, really then we have a grievance with their grievance.
Right. Right.
And so it's grievance infinity. And so subscribe to us on the things on YouTube and Twitter and all of that stuff, and check out some of our stuff. Hopefully we'll have some additional content coming out now that the studio here
Studio.
ready.
Yay.
So I moved some
Yeah, you
stuff.
did.
Some stuff this week.
No more
Because-
green screen.
No more green screen. Well, I mean, I have a green screen. I'll still use it, but not
Right.
for the show. And the thing is that we have so many live streams between our live streams and the Maxon live streams that we're working on too in the next couple weeks. I had to find a good time to move. And because we moved the Brandon Clements thing to next weekend because we had the wrong date. I guess what it is Seagraph actually did some parts of Seagraph started early, and then this week is like full virtual Seagraph. So we're gonna have that wrap up show on Saturday with Brandon for Seagraph. We've also got on Thursday night is Many Hues of Mograph Part 2. So make sure that you do that. It's going to be a nighttime show. It's at 8 p.m. Central Time. And also Wednesday all day is going to be the Maxon 3D motion show online. So all the streaming going on, I had to find a little window to move the entire office and make sure everything was running. And I wanted it to look nice. It's really coming along. And hopefully if my camera, my iPhone is up, I can still, hopefully I turn this on and I don't get feedback so I can hear you guys while I walk around. I won't be in front of my mic. So Matt, you say something real quick. Make sure it's not.
Test 1 2.
Okay,
Test,
it's not
1 2,
feeding
1
back.
2.
So I'm going to take you on a quick tour, and I'll explain it when I get back since I'm not in front of the mic. But here we go. Matt, you can narrate. You know where the things.
Ooh.
You know where the things are.
This is Dave's desk. His new desk. It's okay. So he's got his super wide screens and a bunch of more screens and stuff. Yeah. He's got that camera up on. So he's got these two arms that come off the pole, which is really cool. They're both like these Manfrotto, that hold all the lights and stuff, which I think is really rad. See, I've got mine just on regular stands, and then he's also got another one for his Blackmagic camera, which he's not using right now, which I'm really sad about. Then apparently he's playing Smearballs in the background, which is weird. I thought he was going to be playing our show, Rick and Morty and Me6 and stuff. Some audio stuff, things and stuff. So 100 iPads that he has, And then his MakerBot thing, his 3D printer, beautiful. Oh, and a light that he almost killed himself on earlier. Yeah, and then he's got a couple of renders, one that Beeple did. That's the one that he did while he was on the show with us, and then that was one that Dave did himself using the golden spiral. And then more toys, and his gaming stuff. It is very purpley, but it's not actually purple. Like, this is one thing. It's his lights down there. Why does everyone have 14 laptops? So then he's got the big Mograph logo, which I think is fantastic. So cool, And it's sad that you guys can't see it while he's actually like sitting down. He needs to get a wider lens. Dave, you need to get a wider lens. Oh, and then I guess he's going out to show his new pool table. So he just bought a pool table. Apparently it's like a $3,500 pool table that he got off of Craigslist for $900, which is killer. Super exciting. Yeah. And he's got everything in his closet. And then, yay, that's Dave.
Good job, man. That was incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's like almost as hard as walking up the stairs.
Right? Seriously, right?
There we go. So I mute these studio speakers.
Yeah,
There we
still
go.
no pants. He doesn't have pants, though.
No, man.
He needs to get a new backlight. I've been telling him he needs to get a new backlight. Like, I've got one of these little LED ones for my backlight, but he's actually using actual, like, what are those called? Fluorescent lights or whatever, the really hot ones.
No, not even halogens. Tungsten.
The bulbs, the actual
Tungsten.
bulbs. Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
Who does that anymore?
I know. It's because it's all I had, man. It's pandemic. You gotta what you got, right?
Right?
I've got some graphics, some photos here I can show on my computer. So this was my original render of the room. So you can see it turned out pretty close.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Would say your speaker you move to a different spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the actual
So that's
thing.
the actual.
That's so
Yeah.
See, the purple lights, though, it doesn't do the gray justice, It just makes everything purple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna experiment with
You
different
need
colors and
like
stuff.
your render has a lot less throw on those lights, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem.
Versus
This is what I was gonna do, right? So I was gonna have the lights kind of just
Right,
glowing
right.
behind the couch, and then they tried to put the couch in yesterday, and it wouldn't fit because there's a little angle outside this door. And this is the second time I've had that problem with this couch, when I thought I was gonna put it in here. So,
my
Didn't it fit in the door?
yeah. Well,
wouldn't
it
fit
wasn't
around
even the door. It's like there's a little area before the door that's at an angle, and you just can't wedge it the right way, so you can't go
Did
straight
you
in.
did you try to pivot?
I was like, is anyone gonna get that? Yeah,
we
of
got
course.
the Ross in here.
We had the professional movers, and they couldn't get it in. I was like, all right, well, it's kind of nice. I like how minimalist it is. I might just get like a red chair or something, you know. But what? But I
the
just
couch. I'm telling you, having a couch behind you is awesome. You know, just
Yeah.
being able to chill while renders are going.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
and play Halo
yeah.
on my big screen here, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Done that
this
a few
is
times.
like this is the wall, right? So when I got the texture how I wanted it, because everything was mathematically accurate in my renders in Cinema 4D, and so I divided it into the amount of segments. So those are the segments from the actual from the Cinema 4D model, and I took
Gotcha.
a screenshot of it, right? So I knew how many inches, and I divided it into that many segments, and then I counted the inches. I counted the
Oh.
boxes, so I had the right inches, so I knew the
Gotcha.
points to put the
Oh,
tape.
nice.
And so
Yeah.
we put the tape up based on those measurements, and then they came in and painted it. So, you know, Cinema 4D,
That's cool, man.
design your office in Cinema 4D.
Dude,
That's so
I
helpful.
same thing I've been doing this whole past weekend. I've been working on redoing our laundry room. Like I'm building a little, I don't know. It's like a mud room type thing, but it's not really a mud room because I'm doing as minimal amount of space as possible. But I'm building it out. It's like a little bench and like a place where you can hook your jackets and stuff like that. And so I built it in 3D first. And I feel what's nice about like knowing 3D and understanding 3D space is that you're able to visualize stuff before it is actual in place,
Mhm.
you know? Because while I built the stuff in 3D just so I could see what it looked like actually building it with your hands, you start running into different problems and you're like, okay, how would I fix that in real life? You know, what do I need to do in order to do that? So
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's like you've got this spatial reasoning or whatever that comes along with once working in 3D. You kind of know what
Yeah.
you need to
That's why I'm good at
Really?
the claw game at the arcade.
do. Right? Me too.
Yeah,
That's
Incredible.
that's Z-depth, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the claws at Dave and Buster's are the least rigged claws?
Really?
I believe
Oh.
that.
The least rigged. Like Dave and Buster's will let you get a toy.
Oh.
That's
Almost
why
every time.
I have come home with so many giant bouncy
Uh-huh.
balls this big because my daughter was like, "You can do it, Daddy," and I'm like, "Sure, I don't know if I can do it." And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I did it! I guess this is coming home with us now."
We a few years ago we were cleaning out our house, or maybe it's just a year ago. We were cleaning out our house, and my wife had 2 full boxes just of toys that I had won her in claw machines over the past like 9 or
Wow.
10 years of marriage. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
All Dave and Buster's or other than
No,
Dave
just-
and Buster's?
Every place that there was a claw machine, I would play. You
That's
know?
impressive.
That's awesome.
So
Yep, my
Couple-
Morty that's right here that was on top of the speaker. I was walking out
Uh-huh.
of Tom Thumb grocery store and
Yeah.
there was one. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's Morty!" And I tried it and it came out, and I was like, "Oh my
Wow.
gosh, I got a Morty."
That's incredible.
Wow.
I've got one of those at the Kroger right next to my house, and they've got a Morty in there. And every time I walk by once, and if I don't win the first time, I know it's so rigged, and I won't do it.
Hot
You know what I
dog.
mean? You know?
You can tell. You can see like the daintiness of the
Uh-huh.
claw, and then
Uh-huh.
you just know not to waste any more quarters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those
Yeah.
ones were $1. It's like, oh man,
Oh.
like it's okay if it's a quarter, but if it's $1, there's no way I'm gonna throw $20 away when I could just go
Yeah.
buy it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That plushie is probably $1.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Less.
Just Wish.com or whatever.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
You can get anything on there for $1.
It won't be the version you saw in the photo, but
No.
No.
yeah.
Your $1 iPad is a cardboard box.
It's a cardboard box.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Other week wrap up stuff. It will be a short show today. We haven't said that in a while. It'll be a short show today because we do have
I
a
got
little bit
meetings
of,
and stuff.
yeah. So there's
It's
that.
busy. I want to know. Hey, I want to know from everyone. Because I feel like it's picking up a bit more. Like the COVID depression, that came from our industry has kind of surpassed, and companies are ramping up. I mean, we already got our first Christmas thing in this week, and it's like, yeah. So I'm curious if everyone else is having an uptick in work lately. Shoot us an email or something. I'm interested to hear.
Yeah, it feels like to us like it's almost rubber banded. Like the speed of jobs coming in has increased even more than before the pandemic. People are playing catch up, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't know, and maybe it's because did anyone see did y'all see the what is it? Is it Black Adam, the new Rock DC movie? I think it's yeah. It's the new Rock. So they released a trailer for Black Adam, the new DC movie with The Rock playing the main character. The entire thing's animated. There's no live action at all. The entire thing is animated, and it's just The Rock doing a voiceover.
Wow.
And it's like because DC's pushing out. They're pushing out all these new trailers. Like the new Wonder Woman one came out, the new the Batman one came out, and then Black Adam as well. And it's like it's interesting that they couldn't shoot anything, but they wanted to announce it at the same time, so they went ahead and just animated it. Right. I mean, it's your standard, still picture, Ken Burns, zoom in, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's basically it. I don't know. It's cool.
Interesting.
Oh, we gotta look at that.
Yeah.
Who was it that was in a trailer that I saw this week? And what they did is they had an actor describe. It was like him sitting there, nicely lit, and like was describing what the movie was going to be about. And then they showed some scenes from the movie, and it was just like a different way to do a trailer. Because gosh, I wish I could remember who that was that did it. Maybe somebody in the chat will know what I'm talking about. But
that's interesting. We should think of new ways to do reels. Just like sit in front of the camera and talk about. So check this part out.
This part's fire, right?
Yeah, make sure you're paying attention.
You can't see it right now, but this demo is fire. Just trust me.
It's literally you're not even showing the reel. It's just you talking about it the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I did this one
it's just
thing.
Like kind of blurry behind you.
The specular was incredible. You should have seen it.
Right. Oh man, you see that rack focus? So good.
Yeah, it's all
You don't,
NDA,
but
so I
I
can't.
do.
Let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, we did have an article that came out this week. If you want to check that on the site, check that out on the site. Sasha Vinogradova. I hope I said that right. It's a short that she did called "Nature Will Prevail," and so there's an article on that. So check that out on the site. But that's pretty much it. We're going to get right into it because it is going to be a short show. We all have a heart out today, so we're going to try our best here. And let's dig in. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go into the past. Let's do the Wayne's World, the diddly do.
Yeah.
And let's go back to first of all.
Can we do the Scooby-Doo ending after that?
Yeah. I don't have my green screen, or I could be in Delaware.
Right.
Oh, man.
So, where did the two of you meet?
Good question.
Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, we actually met on MySpace in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
2005. We met on MySpace. I think we both had the same song playing on our profile.
Both
Nice.
kids.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was from California. Willie was in Colorado.
I was in
and-
Colorado. So yeah, we were long distance. And I was
Friends.
friends. Yeah, I'd message her. I was like, sick song. I love Hello Goodbye too. or whoever.
Hawthorne Heights.
Hawthorne Heights.
Oh,
Nice.
And then we just started talking on the phone. I had to ask my parents permission to get like her phone number and like talk to
Yeah, and we were on like sidekicks back then.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were I
yeah.
think sophomore in high school, like 15ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were just friends, just MySpace top 8 status.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
were you
of
both
course.
in top 8?
Of course.
Of
Yeah,
course.
definitely.
Did y'all know you were in love when you both hit the first person in the top 8?
I think that was the key.
That was the
yeah.
secret,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was. This is
secret.
real.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he put you first, and you're like, oh no, he's way more into me than I am.
Exactly. Or I'm higher on his list than
I
he
Right.
think
is
I
mine.
need some space.
Right?
Let's go down to 6.
I
But
need
there was.
my space.
Oh.
nice.
There it is.
There you go.
Sorry.
So there's
The
some
tagline.
there's some sticky business happening in the middle. I actually had a MySpace girlfriend at the time.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
And she actually lived in California, and my dad was a pilot, so I would get free flights, free standby flights.
Yeah.
So I would go visit my MySpace girlfriend in California, and then be like, "Hey, can you drive me to go hang out with Jill?"
As friends.
Oh.
And this girl hated me.
As friends, yeah.
obviously.
There's no funny business happening, but like just me, my MySpace girlfriend, and Jill would hang out, and it would just be the most awkward thing ever.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So awkward that we lost touch for like 2 years after
yeah, I
doing
was
that
just
a few
like,
times.
I'm over him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the third wheel,
Mhm.
never the never the girlfriend, always the best friend.
Yeah,
So yeah, I was
Right.
like, I'm ghosting you.
she did. She went off to college in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
She ghosted my ass, and then I tried. Her excuse was, "Oh, I'm in the woods. I have no service."
That's true. I was in the woods and I didn't have service.
Ever.
Ever, I swear. My mom had to get me a phone line in the dorm room because my
Yeah.
cell phone was
Nice.
Yeah, I'll need some proof.
whatever.
So were you
So-
doing this kind of work at the time? Were you getting into it? Were you? I mean, it was 2005, so
Yeah, and did y'all have any influence over each other in getting into this type of work? You know?
Big
time.
time, yeah, for sure. I actually, we stopped talking and I hated, no hate to Santa Cruz, but it wasn't for me just because I'm not a forest person. I don't like nature. I'm in New York City right now.
Yeah.
But so I actually left Santa Cruz and moved to New York and went to Parsons because I was like, I was studying to be a dentist in Santa Cruz. And I just
Nice.
didn't know what I wanted to be, and
Mm-hmm.
that was what my parents wanted me to be. But I was like, no, this isn't for me. So I just got up and moved to New York and was like, I'm going to this school and I want to study graphic design, and that's what I did. And then you just found me on Facebook.
Yeah. It was literally,
Oh.
I was still in Colorado. I was studying fine art in University of Colorado Boulder. And Jill and I hadn't talked for like 2 years. So it's like 2007, 2008 at this point.
Mhm.
And I was literally online, and on one tab, I was applying to Parsons in New York City, the new school.
Mhm.
And on the other tab, I was on Facebook. And I don't remember how I went through a hole to find Jill, but I found Jill's profile, and just serendipitously, it said that she was currently going to Parsons in New York City.
Yeah.
To best of my knowledge, she was still in California.
Yeah.
So I messaged her and I was like, "Hey, can I get your number again? I want to talk about Parsons. I'm thinking about going."
Nice.
And-
Good in. Good
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. And that night we talked on the phone for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
we that's what that phone call is what we call like our dataversary, like when we started dating.
Gotcha.
Because
Yeah.
ever since that call, we had talked every night until I finally got into Parsons, moved there
A year later.
a year later.
Yeah.
And then we basically moved in together immediately once I came to New York.
Well, because
Nice.
we couldn't afford to.
Yeah,
not.
it's like out of necessity. We like
Yeah.
broke college kids. We shared a carpeted studio, us two and a dog, in like a
Wow.
less than 500 square foot carpeted studio.
Yeah.
Potty training a dog.
Oh gosh.
oh,
Yeah, it was horrible. It was
yeah,
horrible.
not the best, but that was such a fun time though. Now that you think, like,
Oh, yeah.
thinking back.
Oh yeah, that was the best. And so we both studied graphic design at Parsons
Mhm.
in
Cool.
New York City, and kind of throughout that, Jill found her love in like branding.
Yeah, I was like falling in love. Well, I was supposed to go for business and design,
Mhm.
which is good because I have a business degree out of Parsons, which is random, but
Good for us.
But it's good for us because
Nice,
we
yeah.
ended
Being
up starting
busy.
our own studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fell in love with branding and logo design and visual identity. And then Willie kind of delved more into motion and animation.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to be a developer because I found Flash, and I was like, and then I realized I was like, no, I don't like the coding part. I like the moving things part.
Right. Yeah.
So then that's when, and also we're both musicians. We make music together. We have like since the very beginning, even when we were long distance, we were always like sending tracks back and forth.
Yeah,
and kind of
we met
original
because
inspiration
of,
because of Hawthorne Heights, right?
Exactly.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. So we were into cooler bands.
Yeah, I know.
Those are cool bands. Don't get me wrong. Gerard Way is still the man. But where was I?
Oh yeah. Well, our music and our love of music.
Oh yeah, our love of music and our love of design combined perfectly into animation, and we kind of started just like playing around, like making little music videos for ourselves for our own songs, and then that developed into this is gonna be a career more than just graphic design.
Yeah.
Did y'all go work? So y'all are running Adventure, right? Adventure.co, and that's your studio. Did y'all always have that in mind to basically do your own thing, or did you ever go off, intern at different studios, or go work independently, or were you always just like, this is us together?
Yeah,
we're all in this together till the end of the world.
That's a good question. We actually watched High School Musical on our first date. Speaking of, we're all in this together.
Oh goodness.
So,
we're really looking cool here.
Yeah, we are.
Matt loves that movie.
Dude,
he can tell you all about it.
Yeah.
I'm not so high on High School Musical. I've only seen the Broadway show, but I can school anyone on Teen Beach Movie.
Oh, that's right.
My
Teen Beach Movie.
Teen Beach Movie 1 and 2.
I still haven't seen.
I have not seen that.
No.
Oh my gosh, watch that one.
Okay.
Watch that one. That one's good. It totally messes your mind, like all this time travel stuff, and you're just like, oh man, it's good.
Really? I didn't expect that Disney Channel original movie. Okay, but I keep on.
So studios, did y'all go and work on like? Did you split off and like? I'm gonna go freelance at this studio. I'm gonna go freelance at this studio. Or was it always just the plan is we're together on this. We're gonna do our own studio.
Yeah, that was not the plan at the beginning. We kind of were going the more traditional route. Like we both got internships our senior year in college.
I can't see yet.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
How's this?
There we go.
We can get cozy. We're married. We both started intern. I was at an animation studio called The Wilderness, and Jill got her first job at this place called Internew Media.
Yeah, like a social media small company.
Yeah,
just doing graphics for Facebook, literally.
Yeah, and again, like completely randomly, out of every building in New York City, they happened to be one floor apart in the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, y'all can't get away from each other.
I know.
No.
So we were living together. We were commuting to and from work together. We were having lunch together.
Yeah, it was.
We were, and.
But yeah, we just freelanced individually for years, ever since 2010.
Mhm.
And Adventure Studio kind of formed organically. Like we weren't like, we're doing this. It was just like, some clients asked for us to collaborate together because I'm more of the designer and he's the animator, and we were like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then we're like, we should start an LLC. And then it just kind of more and more clients were coming for us too, not just one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The second we posted something or can show a client something that we've collaborated on, they're usually like, oh, I'm into that. I'm into working with both of you. And so we realized we started balancing what we call adventure jobs, which are like direct to client, like Willie and Jill, and then still freelancing.
Yeah.
And which we're still doing to this day. Like we still are both freelancing for companies while working on adventure jobs. But like at the beginning, it was like 50-50 adventure jobs and freelancing. And now the scales are slowly tipping towards like 80-20, 90-10, 90 being like adventure jobs. And I'm sure
the goal is eventually 100% will be adventure
exactly
jobs.
Yeah.
But why not if we have time to finish these adventure jobs well, like, you know, doing day rates with studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, like, obviously I have a lot of branding work that I do just by myself,
Mhm.
and then he does a lot of just animation, you know. So it just works out
Yeah.
that like we have our own thing and we're freelancing individually, but I still like ask him for advice, obviously, and
Yeah.
his eye on things.
Yeah.
And then we have jobs that we get to collaborate, which are really my favorite ones,
Yeah.
to be honest. But,
Definitely.
yeah.
That's such a killer duo. And like, okay, so everyone who's on their computer right now, go to adventure.co. It's advntr.co. And check out their reel. It's like you can, and just like all their work, I can tell that y'all's collaboration is just absolutely fantastic. Like you can see the strong design skills and the strong animation skills, and I think together y'all make an absolutely fantastic team.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
the
think
hand thing that you did for the Maxon event was great.
That was a lot of fun.
that
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was going to say, realizing that you have your own strengths and like you don't have to do everything. Like, and building off of Willie's strengths and then using my strengths, we're actually creating better work than we were if we were to do it alone, you know,
Yeah.
which
That took a long time for me to realize, for both of us to realize. And I think every artist comes to that pinnacle in their career when they're like, oh, things are better if I collaborate with people. I can't be the best at everything, because like in college, I wanted to do the music, the design, the animation. I wanted it to be like full package created by Willie Russell. And kind of getting out there, and especially, you know, collabing at studios, but especially when I started collaborating with Jill more, you realize like, oh man, you really get a better outcome when you're willing to let people in on this process.
Yeah.
And sometimes that control is hard to let go.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
But it's better.
Yeah. Where design and animation make love. That is a great one.
Thanks. That's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of shows our personality that we really just have fun, you know? Like, it's not that serious. We just like making cool shit. We happen to be married.
Yeah, tell us more about the process when you do something together, start to finish. How do you go about that, and who kind of starts it off and who finishes it, or is it kind of a back and forth type deal?
I think the best way to explain it is like, let's say it's a simple explainer, and we get a script for it, and that's all we have is a script, and we know we want to collaborate on it. It always starts together and ends together, and then in the middle it'll be kind of individual tasks. A baton, if you will. Yes. So the way it starts together is we get a script. We want to think of what we call a visual script. So that's when we'll have our first meeting together about it and visually brainstorm and write down in words, not pictures, what we think will be happening on the screen at that time. And then once we collaborate on a visual script, writing down what we think we want to see, then Jill will kind of take the reins for a little bit and start designing rough storyboards, rough style frames.
Yeah.
And
then that's still kind of collaborative because, you know, obviously Willie has a better sense of like transitions because you are the animator. So like while I'm designing style frames, I'll always have you look at it and be like, what do you think should happen between here and here? Or what do you think is the smoothest or smartest way to do this? So it's still kind of collaborative there.
Definitely.
I think when we get into design frames, like style frames, that's when it's kind of, Willie kind of goes and does his own projects and I kind of take the reins for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after all of that and getting all the approvals, I'll hand off all my files to Willie and he'll just take the reins on animation.
Yeah, I'll do the animation. And since Jill, you know, she'll do all of the storyboards sketched out and then just like some key style frames. So during the animation process, not every frame is style frame. So I'll still need to bring her in and be like, hey, so this part, I want this transition to happen. So can we get this and that? And so for the design phase, it's heavily Jill with her asking me for advice, and then animation, it's heavily me asking Jill for advice throughout the process. And then at the very end, when everything's animated, we kind of come back to a fully collaborative state again and just sort of art direct all the nitpicky stuff and take it from like 90 to 100, you know?
Yeah, it's good to have two people on that part.
Yeah.
You know, more than one person. So
yeah, that's nice, man. That's a great team.
and it's good too, because also like when we have these meetings, it's literally just us at dinner. Like we're
it's usually like
Right.
get some wine, like, oh, this new job came in today, let's talk about it tonight over dinner.
Like it's not like
and then it's a
I
tax
had to
write-off.
stay late in the office.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. Every vacation we go on, we talk about a job for 10 minutes. So
There you go.
Exactly.
That's the whole trip.
yeah, this was a research inspiration journey.
It's a company outing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
It's an offsite.
Company morale needs to get higher. Yeah.
that's right.
I think it's cool that y'all know each of your own strengths. You know, has there ever been a point where Jill, you've made like a style frame or something, and Willie, you're like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, that happens. way
which
too
which is awesome because we figure it out, because I find you know, I went to school for design as well, so I like to help out with the design.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm always thinking about, so what should I design that I know how to animate?
Yeah, like what's not the easiest to animate, but what you know.
Exactly, and that can be limiting. So when someone's giving you like, hey, here's this, figure it out. Obviously, it's like, I wish you did this a little differently to where I knew how to do it. But it always challenges you. You always learn something new, and no matter what, you get it animated. You know, no matter how janky, or you figure out some cool way to do it, you get it animated, and it turns out being cooler than if you were restricting yourself to what you already knew how to do in the design phase.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of clients are you getting?
We have a lot of startups, obviously, because we do a lot of explainer videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just small companies trying to tell the world what they do, and an easy way to tell it is through a video and an explainer video.
Yeah. I'm trying to, are we allowed to say that, because all of the big projects that we have are under like a heavy NDA.
Right.
Does that mean the name of the company too?
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's
It's funny, I was thinking about that.
We have the startup jobs, and then on the other hand, we also have several large tech companies.
Yeah.
That we're doing like I guess some larger tech companies that we're working for as well. Yeah. Yeah. So we got the whole spectrum, and but I like working with the startups better because they obviously let us kind of creatively take the reins, whereas the larger tech companies have very strict brand guidelines that we adhere to.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, you gotta pay the bills as well. So
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It can be so limiting to have those guidelines.
Oh,
y'all are in New York, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're in Brooklyn.
Nice. How's the scene right now in Brooklyn?
It's great, like the Mograph scene, the scene and design scene. Well, less in-person meetups, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's booming.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Kent, our little place that we would meet up in New York, I think went out of business when we do Mograph meetups. Yeah, I think Kent told me that.
That sucks.
Yeah, and he also says in the chat that he's behind on the stream right now, but the actor I was talking about was Russell Crowe in that trailer.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have to look that up. But yeah, the no Mograph meetup scene in New York right now. So that's kind of sad, but
it's amazing people though in the scene here, and I'm sure everywhere. But you know, you come to we throw a Christmas party every year. You come to the Christmas party, it's 80% animators. You're
bound to run into someone you've worked with.
Yeah, almost every studio we freelance in, you walk in and you're like, oh hey, you already know someone, so you feel comfortable right away.
And someone was like, hey, I've worked with your wife Jill. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
exactly. All ran into people who know my wife.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah, but it's good. Everyone, it's not competitive at all, which I love.
Yeah.
Like, no one's fighting for jobs. There's, you know, as freelancers, we all recommend each other when we're not busy. You know, I have this friend who's amazing. Check out his work, and
Yeah.
you know that's what we do. That's how we really started getting a lot of our clients, is just hanging out with the cool people, and
they
then
recommend
recommending
us,
them,
yeah.
them recommending us, and
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you doing to stay sane during like lockdown and stuff?
A lot.
That's a good question. Like, we've been so busy, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
that we're lucky that we have that we're able to just like stay in this office and work. But to keep us sane, I think, you know, we obviously we do a walk every morning and night with our dog, make sure it's at least a mile.
Yeah, we used to go around the block, and now we do a mile every morning and a
Yeah.
mile every night.
Yeah, and it's
That's
like
nice.
our time to like in the morning, just prepare ourselves for the day because it's going to be a busy one. So we just get to like kind of take in the quiet, which is nice. And then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's nice because we get to talk about all the stuff that we worked on during the day and update each other, because we don't talk that much when we're next to each other. I mean, we
You
do when
realize.
we're collaborating, but when it's a busy day and I'm doing my thing and he's doing his, we don't talk that much.
Yeah.
We have headphones on and
Yeah.
we're just working. So at the end of the day, it's nice that we get to like catch up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
have kids?
Nuh-uh.
No.
I mean, it's in the cards. Maybe we're just kind of, you know, if it happens, it happens, sort of
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it's
Don't have-
not in the cards.
Don't have
right now.
kids. I got 2 of them. Don't have kids. If my kids are listening, I'm sorry. I still love you.
Love
Yeah.
you, kids.
Oh.
Someday Gibbs is gonna go back and listen to every episode. You know.
I'm just kidding. I love him more than life itself.
There you go.
You know,
There it is.
just wait until COVID's over before you have any kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
plan. That's the plan.
I
But
got-
as far as like creative things we've done to stay sane, the one thing that I can think of is we set up like we have a terrace. We call it a terrace. That's what the realtor told us it was called. So we're like, that sounds fancy. It's a terrace. So we have a terrace and we set up like a projector and so we have a movie night out there whenever we're feeling claustrophobic in here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's fun.
it is fun.
Yeah.
We're into movies. We like movies.
We like
a
movies
lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorites?
well, you gotta
What are you
save
into
that for
right
the
now?
segment, Matt.
I know, but like we can it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll just say our favorite genre is horror. Like that's
Oh, okay.
100% horror.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We like all movies,
Oh.
but horror especially, we'll go for that over really anything
yeah,
else.
we really thrive in October.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's my favorite month.
me
Yeah,
too.
us too.
Are y'all a couple that like decorate for Halloween like a month or 2 before? Like I have a friend who literally buys Halloween stuff all year long. You know,
that
just for
sounds
decoration.
awesome. That would be a dream. I mean, we're in an apartment, so it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense for us.
Yeah, yeah.
But that I would do that.
Yeah. We do start decorating like October 1st.
Yeah.
We'll get, you know, like the
Yep.
pumpkins out, the fall candles, the some spider webs.
Oh yeah.
Drink a
we have
pumpkin
a-
spice
It's all about
latte.
the-
Yeah.
Exactly. but yeah, we throw a Halloween party every year too.
Yeah,
And
that's kind of the
that's the
biggest
reason
one.
why we need to decorate. So
Yeah.
Right.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So it's like
y'all,
Modern
uh,
Family where you just go all out with the Halloween.
Oh, I know. I love how all out they go in Modern Family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
It's-
to my nightmare. Sorry.
Is y'all studio inside your house or do you have a separate studio space?
It's in our apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a 2-bedroom and made one
Nice.
bedroom the studio.
Yeah.
I wish I could show you the whole thing.
Yeah,
but-
do the cool thing that,
Right.
that
Yeah, Dave.
The cool technology,
Yeah.
the NDI technology. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I've seen some other reverse shots of it in some of your videos and stuff, and when we were in rehearsals on Skype. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because you've got
Show it.
kind of like you use a Cintiq or something, right, or something like that for
Yeah.
your,
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I have the big old.
How do you like it?
yeah.
I like it a lot. It also works as my second monitor, which is really nice.
Mhm.
I like it a lot. I just have to get like a better. I've talked to you about this, but I just need a better setup because I'm constantly having to swivel for it because my desk isn't big enough to have 2 side by side. They have to be like kind of angled and
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
So every time I use it, I have to be like, ugh, and like lug it towards me. But
Yeah.
actually using it, it's great. Like
Yeah.
it's changed all my design for the better.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes you less weary to go in and make something like more expressive.
Yeah.
And
Because I'm able to do like just broader strokes and
yeah.
it's just it's nice.
Yeah.
Do you draw as well? Like either of you? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Jill draws. She's like considered like the illustrator of the two. So she does a lot of our character illustrations, and most of it is sketched first in a book, and then she'll draw it out, usually in Photoshop.
Yeah. It does always start off on paper. Not saying it looks good on paper, but it starts off there, and then I clean up when I bring it onto the computer.
Right.
Yeah, the stuff that you did for the Maxon event, you were showing off some of that handimation stuff.
Yeah.
The frame by frame stuff, that was really cool.
Yeah, that is really fun. We like adding that frame by frame into 3D.
Yeah.
Because it makes it cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it just gives it that
handmade feel.
Yeah, that tactical vibe. And the way I animated the hand on the SIGGRAPH presentation, which was basically like kind of stop motion, like frame by frame in Cinema 4D, that's kind of a new thing that I started doing just a few projects before we did that presentation. And I thought it'd be cool to talk about, but it just makes complex movements so much easier to digest when you're just like doing
especially
these...
with a hand.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much complexity in a hand, so it's good to break it down like that.
Exactly, and do it more frame by frame with key poses rather than trying to get all the curves right. It was helpful for me.
And the audio stuff too. Are you doing all the audio like for every project or something, or are you just like every once in a while you break that out, or
a client comes to you,
or
you're
not
like,
at
hey,
all?
we can do the audio as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, we don't do it very often for clients at all.
We do it for a lot for our personal stuff.
Yeah, we have like a personal like band together, and we've done it for a few times when the budget was really stingy and they didn't want to do stock music. We were like, okay, yeah, we can definitely like bust something out for this, but we definitely want to call ourselves like sound designers.
Yeah, we leave those up like to the profession.
Yeah, we usually bring in like some of our friends that are really good at that.
Well, you got fun gear back there. You got the Ableton Push. You got a pretty...
Yeah.
Is that a full size keyboard?
Yeah, it's a Roland 88 keyboard.
Yeah.
It's a MIDI controller.
And what is that?
Got the Ableton
Moog?
Push.
What is that?
Yeah, the Subsequent 37, a Moog. Yeah.
Moog.
And
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, Moog, Moog, Maug.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I've only
We
read
always
it.
called it Moog growing up.
Yeah, us too, because that's how it's spelled.
So you would think.
Right.
But yeah, all of that is just used for us to create music together.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's really fun.
Even like our reel, like that's ours. It's nice to put like our songs
Yeah.
on ours.
Yeah. For our personal stuff, we always make the music for sure.
Do you
but
have
for
much
client
time
work,
for that
usually not.
in between client projects?
Yeah.
Not
Not
lately.
Yeah, our last like thing that we released music wise was in December last year.
Yeah, December.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of music since then, but haven't released anything since December.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to it as soon as things level out.
See, he's pissed about it.
I know. I want tunes. They're working all the time.
So I guess let me go into some links because we're going to do that Mograph recommend section and all that.
Hey,
here
hold
in a
off
little
1
bit.
second, because my audition froze.
Oh.
But I think it just froze, like literally just
now?
froze.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes I
doing
think
that.
mine's freezing, but it's not actually freezing.
right.
Can you?
Yeah.
It says not responding, so
Can you recover?
Ours-
yeah, I think I can recover. I'm just waiting to see if it like catches up or
We
something.
gotta start recording on
before.
something else. Come on, Adobe. This
Yeah.
happens all the time. Like,
Yeah,
all the
especially
time.
lately.
Everybody's
All right,
Adobe.
I'm gonna quit it and then bring back. It's all
Hopefully
right.
it
Don't worry.
recovers.
It will.
Maybe we gotta start using like Audacity or something.
Yeah. Continue. All right, let's see what we got. Sorry, y'all.
No problem, man.
Okay, cool. Here's, would you like to review? Yes. Microphone, yes. Microphone. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's see where we left off. Oh, yeah, it was recording the whole time. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Save.
start. Yeah, right. Save. Let me save it. At episode 246. All right, cool. If test. Okay. Yeah. Can we do another clap sync?
Yes. Stand by. Here we
Wanna do
go.
this one?
No, I'm too scared.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So breaking news.
This is where you take the reins. You know, you're good
Yeah.
at clapping.
Yeah. This is my part of the project.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
So let's look at some links because I want to get to the Mograph recommend segment. First of all, just in Matt Brooks. So Matt Brooks just sent me this link, and so there has been a Lightroom update. Speaking of Adobe not working, and guess what it does? It accidentally deletes people's photos in the latest update of Lightroom. Man.
Their photos?
Like Adobe,
feature.
come on. You make an audio program that won't record consistently.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about Lightwave.
No, Lightroom. The photo editor for professional photographers that deletes photos. So you can't record well. You can't you can't do photos well without them deleting. You can't render more than 2 frames.
Yeah.
After Effects, right?
No, playback.
You can't play back more than 2 frames. But there's more than 2 frames, but I can't play back.
I swear to God, there's more to 2 frames.
Right. No, there's not. Nope, it's just 2 frames. Can't play back. Sorry. Oh man, come on, Adobe. Stability. Stability. That should be the big word on everyone's mind. They should be doing what Otoy is doing and just the summer of stability.
Yep.
Working on the stability. Totally. We know there are issues, but we are trying to fix them instead of just pretending it doesn't exist.
Right.
Right.
Man. All right. So I got some links here.
Real quick. Hold on,
Sure.
real quick. What render engines do y'all work in? Or like, do y'all have a specific render engine of choice, or like, because I mean, a lot of your stuff is very illustrative. You know, yeah.
Yeah, we do Octane.
Okay.
All the way.
Okay. All the way.
All the way. Yeah, just because we got into it several years ago, and then it was just so used to it, and we feel like it serves our purpose exactly. I know Redshift, you can get a lot more nitpicky with what lights you want affecting what, but we just haven't had to use that ever. So we're sticking with what we know right now. But ever since the Redshift Maxon Fusion, we've definitely been more and more interested in getting into Redshift. But still for now, Octane.
You're doing a lot of After Effects as well, right? I'm assuming it's After Effects. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, bring everything into After Effects and do a lot of sketch and tune too. Sketch and tune is great. It's with standard render. Yeah, that's sometimes it's exactly what you need.
I was working on a project this past week, and I found I've started doing this more and more where, like, I don't even jump over to Octane or Redshift or anything. I'm just using Luminant materials, but then I throw a filter on it because I know I'm going to throw a filter on it in After Effects. Like the Retro Dither we've been using a lot for a couple of our things. Retro Dither's awesome. So you just create these full Luminant ones with some gradients in it, and then Retro Dither makes them look like super 8-bit and really cool looking.
You can eventually talk about that project.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
We've literally been working on these projects all year long. We can't talk about what they are.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah. We will.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
cool.
Okay. Go on with your stuff, Dave. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just very curious about
Yeah, and Matt says he needs to set up notifications for when this goes live. in the chat. And I gotta say, make sure you ding that bell. Make sure you ding that bell.
Yeah.
That's the new mash that like and subscribe button. And just now ding that bell.
It's nice. You get an email as soon as someone goes live. So yeah.
And somebody said that we don't have a bell, and I'm like, we do. I swear we have a bell.
We do have a bell.
I think everyone has a bell. I have a bell.
Yeah.
I think you don't have a bell if your content is only for kids, something like that.
Okay.
But they said, well, we were set up for only for kids. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think you want that.
I sure hope not. 'Cause we've had people on the show, and then
Yeah.
That's a little.
I wouldn't
Not
want my
enough.
kid listening to that.
Not enough censors.
Yeah. Hey kids, do you like violence? So the only two links that I had today were, first of all, Blender. Got a Blender link here.
Oh, yeah?
Real-time tracking in Blender. Somebody set up this tutorial that was pretty cool. That's doing the same kind of tracking that people are doing in Unreal right now using VR and things like that. And I'm like, Cinema 4D needs that. There's some input-output things that I think would be really fun, and I think.
Is it similar to like the grip tools stuff that we were?
It's similar to grip tools, but grip tools doesn't work with the newest versions right now. Oh, and also, I just found out yesterday or the day before that the Polygon plugin for Cinema isn't working in the latest version or something, and they're trying to update it and all of this. But I'm on
R21. I've been on 21 for all year,
me
basically.
Too. I haven't had the time.
I moved over to S22, and then I was just having too many crashes with Octane, and it's just like, then they finally updated the Octane one, and it's like, maybe I just don't have all of my stuff updated, and it's just go to what's easy.
Sometimes you just get everything working, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
And like Matt's saying in the chat, that Deadmau5's OSC pilot would be really cool to be able to hook up into Cinema. And that's basically, in this tutorial for Blender, what they were doing is they were hooking Touch Designer into it to make it work. And I feel like having some really good Touch Designer integration and compatibility with Cinema 4D would be so great, especially now that this whole real-time thing is happening and all of that. I just think it would be nice. Like, I was just trying to research the best way to get MIDI into Cinema 4D the other day, because I'm like, well, what if I wrote like a song and I wanted to do some sort of like procedural animation to go with it? And there have been MIDI things that have been written for Cinema 4D, but none of it is super intuitive. You just want to be able to have an intuitive way to do it, hook up MIDI to it, and make a really cool render based on that. And okay, what if you go back and you change your song? Well, it'll change your project, link everything on Espresso. And a lot of the MIDI stuff that they had back in the day is not compatible with the newest versions of Cinema 4D, because those people haven't updated their plugins. Or it's like, oh, here's the Source Forge, or what is it? Like here's the code to make it work and all of that. And you're like, ugh, I don't want to go down. I don't want to have to compile anything to make this work. I'm not a programmer.
Right.
But check out that link. And then also, I've got a link to, somebody sent me this. I'm sorry, I can't remember who sent it to me now. My mind is blank. It was on Insta or somewhere. A quick tutorial showing how you can turn a single PNG photo into a 3D model. This is an Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that. I saw that on TikTok, I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was Instagram. It was Instagram. Because then Motion Process also covered the exact same thing. It was way cool.
Yeah, so check that out. Nitro Man's MIDI plugin. That's the one. And I think that's the one I tried. It doesn't work with the latest version of Cinema or something, because I was trying to get that going. I really want to work on a personal project, but that's going to be a while. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I had one link. I'm not sure if you had it in the show notes or anything.
Oh,
but,
I forgot you sent me that.
It's okay. The Go Gorilla Filmcast, they're on the Mograph podcast network. They had a really awesome animator, female animator, on their show a couple weeks ago that I think all y'all should check out. It has a lot to do, she's a Maya animator, but we won't hold it against her. But I don't know if it's Chassis Glover or Casey Glover. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. But super cool episode. She did this really awesome short, and the short is fantastic. So make sure to check that out. That was episode 113, and they've got a super awesome one coming up. I think it's next week that y'all should check out. Animator, filmmaker, short filmmaker. But yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. So if you're not subscribed to the Go Gorilla podcast on the Mograph Podcast Network, make sure and check that out. Just go to
Mograph.com/podcasts.
Podcasts, yeah.
Podcasts with an S.
Yeah.
If you do podcast, it goes to us.
Yep.
That's not confusing. Just click the link. Just mash that button.
Yeah.
Mash it.
Speaking of which, I need to insert the promo in here anyway, so I'll just have to edit that in right now. See, that's the magic of editing.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Did you just make money?
No.
Maybe. No.
Cha-ching.
Not
let's
yet.
see. Let's see.
Step 1,
Yeah.
collect podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Step 2, step
Profit.
3, profit.
Okay, there it is.
So I wanted to do another Beeple's People.
Yeah. Oh, so now you're gonna insert another thing right now?
Well, I do that every week, but yeah.
Right.
So we're not doing. It's not back for good. It's not every week. Right. But he's been doing these kind of like almost throwback-ish ones lately. So I wanted to bring these up, especially the first one. So if you're not familiar with Beeple's People, we look at some Beeple stuff and we try and tie the story together. You know, about
Everyone's so
what it is.
excited about People's People.
Yeah.
See, I think doing it every week, like, you know, put a sour taste in people's mouth, but I think bringing it back occasionally is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably won't have one next week, but
That's
I don't know. Unless we have a relevant guest. I don't. Who's on the show next week? I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
There's too much going on.
There's too much going on. We got all these streams. I don't even know what's what anymore.
Yeah.
Up is down, left is white. Let's see if it'll load. Come on, fiber. We're also in the middle of a website upgrade and integration stuff right now.
So excited about this.
Yeah. Who is it? Did you find it? Man, my thing's going slow.
I don't know. Mine says Shams, but this is like old. Mograph.com/schedule? What is it?
No, it's mograph.com/live. Oh, you're on the old.
Oh, I am on the old. You gotta get rid of that. Don't go to mograph.com.
Oh, it's Tom Coben. Tom Coben, who we met him briefly at one of the events. He's a friend of David Aryev's.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we met
oh,
him and
yeah,
hung out with him.
He does the super cool like. Is he the one who did the Thomas the Tank Engine stuff?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did he? Maybe he did.
I don't know.
Yeah, we've got the lineup set all the way
Stay tuned.
through the end.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
I mean, I might as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Thomas
he
the
did?
Nightmare Engine. Yeah. He does these super cool, like really creepy, weird renders, and I really like it. It's good stuff. I've seen a lot of his work on Reddit. I'm excited to have him on the show. So, he also did. Do you remember the bowling ball thing? Where it was the machine that would bowl for you or whatever, and everyone thought it was real.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we've
check
got Many Hues of Mograph this week. Brandon's on Saturday for the Seagraph wrap up. Then Tom on Monday. Then Luis Miranda, EJ Hassenfrost. EJ's gonna be on IBC week, so we can talk during IBC. And then Clinton Jones, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's going to be fun, yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, we have so many. Tatiana and Alex Parker, Colin. Joey Camacho is going to be on. Yeah, so just check it out. Just check it out.
Yeah.
I'm rambling about the people.
Mograph.com/live to see our schedule.
Yeah, it's all in one page now. You can see all the live shows and everything there. Anyway,
So
back to Beeple's People. Get out your Beeple viewer of choice. For me, that's Twitter. And go to August 21st, year of our Lord 2020. And this one is called Emoji Infestation. Now, this is why I'm saying it's like super throwback, right? Because
Yeah, I'm curious if this is
Mhm.
a aftermath of the emoji wars, you know?
right.
Wow.
And I started thinking about this the other day because I'm like, all right, what is the significance of these emojis? Because we saw him way back in the day, a couple years ago, in all of his pieces and all of that, right? And there's
Yeah.
always these emoji things, and then this guy is finding these emojis. It's very
Are you bringing it up?
oh yeah, it's very well, it's like Chernobyl almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost like an
I'm getting-
infestation.
I'm getting very I Am Legend vibes. Like this is a future
Oh, yeah,
apocalypse,
Yeah.
and I think people got a virus from technology. Maybe it's 5G. Who knows? But they turn into these emojis and just gather in dark corners because if they're in daylight, they explode or something.
That's
I like
funny.
that one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are the emojis alive, or are they
Well,
they just
they're as alive as like a zombie is.
okay?
I wonder if
okay.
they're
And they
moving.
just-
That'd be creepy.
Oh, I picture them squirming for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
there's
kind
some
of
floating
jiggling
ones up
around a
there.
little bit.
Yeah, they're squirming. That one is actually vomiting,
I
Yeah.
love that.
Whoa, yeah,
I
that's
love that
awesome.
one.
and that's definitely Will Smith in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like the air tanks are upside down. Are they upside down?
they are upside down.
Oh, they
Well,
are.
that's how they do it in the future. I'm not sure if you.
Yeah.
That's where the
You can't say.
technology's going.
That's actually in Australia.
Well,
So, you know.
the whole reason is because like this isn't actually a human who breathes oxygen. There's oxygen in the air because this is Earth. This is an alien person who breathes
All right.
helium, and helium is a lower or a more what would you call it, compressed like density,
Sure.
right? So it sinks.
Yeah. we'll go with that.
Therefore, it has to have the valves underneath so it goes down. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I dig the flooring. Like, look at the flooring and the transitions between like the really rocky stuff,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
over to the.
Pattern?
It is a herringbone. That you're correct.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in a brownstone.
Not to be confused with
Duh.
Chevron. All the details of the trash and particulate and
Yeah.
such is just
Yeah.
mind blowing. That's kind of where his work always stands above the rest, is all these tiny details
Yeah.
that he has all these ways to get super quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of it being like a big undulating emoji fungus.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
think like once you've transformed into your emoji form, you're
Yeah.
done for, and you just need to like amalgamate. Is that the word? With
sure.
other,
We'll go with that.
yeah. It's maybe not a real word, but it sounds like
Right.
what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
It's an onomatopoeia, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that he's been putting in these like close-ups of different areas in some
Yeah.
of these
Mhm.
lately on Twitter, too. So, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so the next one, let me see. Got to get my notes out here. Oh, August 22nd, and that's called New Pipe. I felt like this was a little bit throwbacky as well because
Wow.
you got Mario peeking out of a huge pipe, huge Mario, huge pipe. There's the birds. There's the birds,
Oh, there's the
Matt,
birds. Yeah.
just for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He inverted them in this
Right.
one,
That's what I was
right?
gonna say. They're
Yeah,
white
he
birds
didn't even
instead
do
of
like a
black.
white overlay. It's an invert because you can see the shadows. Like
Oh,
the
that's
white
funny.
pieces are, yeah. And he's got the structure, and I love the combo of his classic mushrooms with the mushroom people,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
and they're all
Now,
just
do you
waiting
think these
for
are
him.
actual toad, like tall toad people? Because
Well,
toad is squatty, you know.
They've
like,
got
are they
human
now
hands
toad?
and feet.
Well, I was gonna say, like, are they people who are just wearing toad hats,
Yeah, I
You
wanna see
know?
their face.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, they're definitely normal people who, and I think Mario and the pipe opening are normal size.
Oh yeah.
But he's just entering. He just went through this
Oh.
pipe for the first time, and he's entering this miniature world. He's like peeking in.
Oh.
But
so
they
like kind of like in Mario 3, there was like the big world. This one's actually like a mini
Big
world.
I love
Exactly.
big worlds.
Gotcha.
and I think they kind of see him as a god because they've seen him pass the tube opening a few times. Maybe
Right,
there's a
right.
whole religion has developed around Mario, and like this is
The
like
prophet has come.
the prophet is coming home.
Just like the
And
commercial
they're-
for Nintendo Power, where they're all like Mario, Mario, and then it pans
Right.
out and it's a big Mario all over the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except
know,
this is
in
more
the
like
90s.
cult religion for
Yeah.
Mario.
I like. I want a mushroom. I want a mushroom hat like that. I can
See,
just wear it
Yeah,
around.
me too.
hmm
I wonder if you can. I bet you could find one on Etsy.
Oh yeah.
Or wish.
Oh, yeah.
Toad hat or Wish. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll just end up with a chef's hat with spray paint on it.
Yeah. Dude, you could totally find them on Etsy. Yeah.
Sure.
18 bucks.
18. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
I think
bad.
you should order one and wear it on the next show.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
And be like, what?
Uh,
I don't understand.
what?
And everybody's like, what's up with the hat?
What?
Just
do you-
don't
what do you
say
mean?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Oh, this is. They've got the whole costume here, like pants and vest as well. Wow.
Got,
For
a vest
adults?
I can wear?
Oh, it's for kids. Dang
for
it.
Aw.
babies.
Well, that's not
Babies.
fun.
Stupid babies.
Stupid babies need more attention.
Say
Yeah.
Oh no, babies are cool. I enjoy babies.
Let's see.
Disclaimer.
August 23rd is the next one. And this one's called Essential Workers. And I feel like this one is kind of a combo piece of like new and
Yeah.
old because he's referencing something new, but at the same time, it's got kind of the old feel to it, especially with the pig. Because you remember the pigs were really big for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, I get the political side to this, where it's basically, I don't know, like sharks devouring
Right.
the weak and
Right,
stuff like
exactly.
that, But land sharks, I mean, are they're land sharks?
Well, he's
Or
referencing
maybe-
a beer. I don't know.
The essential workers are the pigs, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones being eaten.
Oh, okay.
They're being put in danger, I don't know. Maybe, okay, so this is what it is. The essential worker is the pig, and they're being put in danger, potentially eaten by, the virus.
The
right?
Ro-Ro.
Okay, so, right.
Mm.
So the
Right.
shark represents coronavirus, and then all these merchant ships are like the capitalists trying to get past this shark, get past coronavirus by feeding
Mhm.
the essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a
Mhm.
capitalist pig. That's what you're
It's-
saying.
no, the pig is not a capitalist because it doesn't own any companies. It is just the essential
Oh,
worker
I
working
see.
for these capitalists.
The boats
The
are
boats,
the
yeah.
capitalists, and
Yeah.
the pig is their sacrifice.
They're
Yeah.
delivering the goods.
Right.
The tea.
I just thought, like they've built these scaffolding to raise the pig, and I just kind of see it as an action shot. They're using the mountains as sort of a 6 ramp,
Mhm.
and the sharks just got to go off it at full speed in order to reach the pig.
Right.
Yeah, so we're seeing it mid-action right now.
Okay.
He's got
Oh, I
water
see.
dripping from his fangs.
Oh,
Something,
right.
like
So
tied
he-
up though.
I feel like he just came out of the water.
He does look
Like
tied
tied.
up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's your birds, by the way.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah,
He's,
birds
he's-
are in there. Good.
He is tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know how he survives up there, but okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely like coronavirus, trying to tie it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
tie it down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get it under
Trying
control.
to get it under control.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
trying
I
to
see
hold
that.
back the shark,
Right.
Right. But
Oh.
it's
but they still have a
Maybe-
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a trap. That's just bait.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm,
Yeah.
I see. Because if he falls in the water, then all the ships are gonna
They're
get
done
messed
for.
up, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
economy will collapse.
Great.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. So deep.
Michael, is this what you were thinking, Michael?
Michael. That's awesome.
All right.
All right. So, Let's move to Mograph Recommends. This is where we're going to ask you some of your favorites. And this is going to be interesting asking both of you because I think that we could have potentially 3 different answers to some of these because it could be individual or kind of like what you like to watch or listen to together, you know. There's those things
True.
like you can't Netflix cheat, you know. Like sometimes you can't watch the next episode or you get in trouble, that kind of thing.
Oh no, if
yeah,
she
I
falls
sleep it on
asleep,
the
I have
couch.
to press pause.
Oh yeah.
I'm in trouble.
I've been watching Doctor Who. I'm on season 4, and my wife has started watching it with me, and now I'm to the point where I'm too scared to go ahead because in case she wants to watch with me,
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah.
The problem is
It's
with
a
It's a
these
shame
things-
because she doesn't even like the show. She doesn't like it.
Oh, that's happened to us
you
before.
Yeah,
you
it
got to
has.
go back. The problem is, and I think that this needs to be a thing that either like Apple or Fitbit or somebody comes up with. It records your sleep, right? It knows when you're sleeping, so it should link to whatever you're watching and pause it when you fall asleep.
that's $1 million idea right there.
Yeah.
It really
Mhm.
is. It really
Copyright
is.
Mograph 2020.
Uh-huh.
TM, void were
TM.
prohibited. So
It's a good idea. Like you got an Apple Watch or a Google Watch or something like that, and it automatically links to your sleep. Of course, then you'll just be so chill and your breathing will get so slow while you're watching it. All of a sudden it pauses and you're like, what the heck?
Well,
Yeah,
it
you
does
gotta
that
do some
anyway.
jumping jacks or
Yeah,
something.
I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I gotta like lift some weights to get to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To start watching my
You've got to
shows.
earn your Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Another good app.
let's start with movie. Let's start with favorite movie.
Ever. Favorite movie ever.
Ever. See,
Ever?
this is a.
Currently.
It can be
whatever.
a current or ever.
I think
Yeah.
this is both current and ever for me.
So
Is Hereditary.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Have you guys seen it?
No. What is that?
It's a Ari Aster horror movie. He's the same guy that did Midsommar.
Midsommar.
If you've heard of that one,
Man, I'm going to be so lost on
dude,
me.
that's fine. It's fine. But look up
I
Hereditary.
hate horror films.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I saw The Ring and Blair Witch in the theater, and that's about the last ones I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It
I
was
saw.
interesting.
Yeah, I saw Blair Witch in the theater, and I was working as a projectionist at the time, so I was previewing the movie at 2 a.m. by myself in the
Oh,
theater.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
terrible.
watched
Yeah,
it by
that's
myself
fair.
as well. And then you got to
Mhm.
drive home, all the way home by yourself, and you're just like, oh man.
I walked
the
outside the
headlights, the
theater, and there were
darkness.
woods
Yeah.
in front of it too.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Josh, tell me where you are.
Yeah, well maybe we like horror because we get to watch it together and we're never alone.
Yeah. True.
That's-
We're
yeah.
always together.
Yeah.
But we at least me, I was like scared of the dark growing up. I would like have a bad dream and go sleep on my parents' floor.
Mhm.
I was like a big scaredy cat, and then something in high school just like switched, and I'm still a big scaredy cat, but I just fell in love with horror,
Mhm.
and in every way. I think I just loved like the real adrenaline it gives you when watching
Yeah.
a movie. Like you can
Yeah.
only get that certain feeling from a horror movie. Like
Yeah.
we
And
had-
I'm like not a big adrenaline junkie at all. Like I don't like roller coasters that much.
Heights.
Heights is like my number one fear. So, like this is like the only thing that I have. Like horror movies
Let
is
me
like
have this.
let me have this.
Yeah, to get that rush.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to be any high up.
exactly.
Oh my gosh,
Be
if
on
we're in an
top.
elevator going past like the 22nd floor, in an elevator, Jill just feels herself being high.
Yeah, like
up,
my
and
body
she'll
is
like,
off
she'll
the
like
ground.
grab me and
Yeah.
start shake. She's very scared of heights.
Not
Yeah.
not good.
But Hereditary, even if you're not a fan of horror, it is very scary, but
It's beautiful though.
it's beautiful in so many different ways. It's basically it's just like a family tragedy. It's kind of beautiful.
Mhm.
Our other favorite movie is Evil Dead, both the original
Yeah.
one and the new one. The new one surprisingly is so different from the original
It's
and so
terrifying.
terrifying and awesome that it stands off as its own rather than just being like a remake. Because the original is like
Mhm.
campy, funny, fun, which is why we fell in love with it. And the new one is campy at moments where it can get a little bit over the top, but it's
so...
much more serious and
Yeah.
much like genuinely terrifying, but also absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was Evil Dead or Army of Darkness that I watched it when I was in a very different state of mind, you know?
Yeah.
And it was also on Halloween, so everything was scaring me.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it was kind of like a comedy in a way.
Yeah, totally.
So
A lot of the old ones are just fun to watch now.
Well, yeah, and sometimes when it's that old, you're not sure if like, are they trying to be funny or is this just bad?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
But they were trying to be funny, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten to work on any projects that were like horror or Halloween related? Because that would be fun.
No,
That
not.
would
We
be
worked on
awesome.
Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
That's the only movie we've worked on. But we would love to work on something horror related. We don't do a lot of VFX related work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The work on Black Panther we did was like the very graphic-y, like we did the holographic car in the South Korea chase scene. That's what we worked on. So it was very like, it was kind of graphic and designy.
Did you work with Perception on that?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Great group of people over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We love them.
Yeah.
The next one is music. Should be interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we both obviously we grew up
Hawthorne Heights. I mean,
Hawthorne Heights, baby.
Oh, no.
No, but we recently were in like the more jazz and R&B zone of music.
Yeah.
mhm.
We've been through a lot of phases. Like I grew up in a political punk band.
Nice.
And then,
Which one?
and then- which
Wait,
one?
what's- No, I was just like, okay,
Oh,
your
like-
political punk band.
Yeah,
get
but
it. Okay.
I listened to like Operation Ivy and
Okay.
Anti-Flag and Black Flag and all these.
Propaganda.
Propaganda, yes.
Yeah, I
of
love
course.
Propaganda.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, I haven't thought of Propaganda in a long time.
Oh my gosh, I
That's
still
crazy.
rock them all the time.
Dude, I gotta listen. I gotta re-listen. I would listen to them while I snowboard. I was like,
Yeah.
this rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk more rock. Like
Yeah.
you think How to Clean Everything is like their best album because it's a really good album, and
Mhm.
like you're like, let's talk more rock. It's like a lot of it's a lot heavier than the other one, but then you get into it and you're like, oh yeah, Let's Talk More Rock is their best album.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's just,
Wow.
didn't think we'd be talking about Propaganda today. That's awesome. But then my political punk band, like throughout the end of high school, kind of turned into like a more like hardcore metal band.
Okay.
And like, I'm not sure if you've heard like bands like Job for a Cowboy and these very like kind of like. So yeah, I was actually the vocalist of that band, the
Nice.
high and low screamer, if you will.
Oh yeah.
And then, but Jill and I, we both grew up on jazz and R&B. So kind of throughout all these phases that are like the times morphed us into, like the scene or like the punk scene. As soon as we started making music together, we just both immediately went back to our roots, and that's
Yeah.
just like what felt natural.
Yeah.
Um,
And you still are taking jazz piano lessons.
yeah, I've been
Well,
taking,
that's cool.
which comes to our first artist. One of our favorite artists is Kiefer.
Okay.
K-I-E-F-E-R.
Kiefer, who's actually my piano teacher, but he was my favorite artist before he was my piano teacher.
That's cool.
I reached out to him on Instagram. I was like, "Will you teach me piano?"
And he said, "What?"
And he said, yes. And we've been doing
Wow.
that for like couple of years now.
That's cool.
But so yeah, Kiefer, he's like more kind of like jazz, hip hop inspired, and then Kamasi Washington, who he's on Warp Records, but he's a saxophonist. He has an amazing jazz band, but they're just very, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you listen to his album and you go on an absolute journey. It's like
It's so long too.
yeah.
It's a very long album.
It's like there's something like you put on and it's there,
Yeah.
and you can immerse yourself in it, or you don't have to.
Yeah,
It
could
works
be
both
back-
ways.
Yeah.
But it's like, imagine like a Stephen King score, but like put it into like a frantic daydream. I can't like a jazzy
All
day.
right.
I can't
It's a
explain.
journey,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Kamasi Washington, those are more on the jazz side, and then Jill grew up with R&B, so she's been showing me
and
the
that's
ropes in the R&B
yeah,
world.
because I mostly sing on all of our music together, and it's more of the R&B vibe.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of like SZA, her, this artist named Mac Ayres, Macayres. Yeah.
He's this like
It's just
23-year-old kid from Long Island, and he just has like
that soothing voice.
It just feels good when you listen to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are our favorite artists, I think, right now.
Right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, we've been through so many phases. We even had like a electro and dubstep phase. We produced and DJ'd like disco electro.
In our college days,
Yeah, dubstep in our college days. We had a residency in New York in the East Village in New York, or I guess Lower East Side. And so that was another phase. That kind of transitioned from coming out of like the hardcore metal scene. We started producing music. So we're like, oh yeah, like dubstep. You still get those breakdowns. You
Chopping and screwing.
Like, chopping and screwing, yeah, that heavy hard hitting stuff. So and then from there we were like, after college we started like our careers, and we were looking to music less of like a party time and more of like what I really love to sit and like indulge in.
Yeah.
And that's why we kind of went from producing like the electro dubstep to finding our roots again. And I played piano my whole life, but really actually getting serious about learning like the more jazz piano, and then producing like our music. I think would just describe it as like hip hop and jazz, with Jill doing like some R&B vocals on top of it, which is fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
The band name is Dog Ear.
Yeah, Dog Ear.
If you just look it up on Spotify.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, do you want to check on that real quick?
I'll go get someone's at our door. One
Sorry.
second.
Be right back.
So, see, that's
gosh,
the
that's
nice
a cute
thing
dog.
is with having two people there is, one of you
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I can still fill in the gaps.
Well, how about TV show? Let's talk about TV show for a minute.
TV shows. All right.
Yeah.
Our number one favorite show right now is a show called Channel Zero. It's a horror show, so I'm going to skip over that real quick. We've talked about horror enough, but check out Channel Zero if you can. But we just recently watched Search Party. Have you guys seen or heard of that?
No.
What was it? Was it on Hulu?
Search Party? Haven't heard
Yeah, it's really good. It just felt like it's a bunch of kids around our age. We're not kids anymore, so it's adults around our age.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
HBO
I'll always
Max?
be a kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
that's so
it
good.
originated on.
It's got maybe in it.
Who's
Yes,
that?
from Arrested Development.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's really good because it's a comedy. It's a darker comedy, so it's really fun and has like your normal like relationship dramas and stuff like that, but it's all surrounding like a murder mystery, so it has that darker element to it.
Oh.
And
My
it's
wife
just
might like that. She likes a
Yeah.
good murder mystery.
yeah, it's definitely not scary at all.
It's kind of funny too.
It's really funny.
Yeah, no, it's really funny.
And it's nostalgic for us too, because it's like adults our age or a little bit younger, like
All in Brooklyn.
Like every scene we're like, oh, I know where that is, so it's always like, I feel like this is my life,
Yeah.
except they're trying to solve a murder. But everything else just feels very real and authentic.
Relatable, yeah.
Yeah.
What show was that where it was like, is this how you imagine? I think it was The Simpsons. Is this how you imagined your life to be? Well, yeah, except we drove around in a van solving murders.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's just like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Ozark as well. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
Heard
Oh,
good
yeah.
things. Haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Caught parts of it.
What about
Yeah.
Breaking Bad or The Wire?
Oh yeah.
Kevin.
Okay. If we're thinking about more like right now, but yeah, if we're thinking like all time.
All-time favorite show?
Yeah, all time.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Like several years ago, it was definitely Breaking Bad. Was my all-time
Yeah.
favorite show
Walking Dead was good for so long.
for so long. Yeah.
Until it wasn't,
And
right?
now it's not.
Until it wasn't. Yeah.
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 I will never stop talking about Breaking Bad or The Wire.
Yeah.
Come on, Kevin.
But
Where are
back
you?
to-
He's in
Okay.
there.
Oh, there we go.
He's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't ask about it though specifically. He usually asks.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Running gag.
Back to Channel Zero.
Oh.
There's both each. It's like a series, like anthology. So each season is a completely different story, different characters.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to start at the beginning. So the most recent one is called Dream Door, and it's definitely the best one.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Was that the third one? The third season?
I think fourth.
Or fourth?
Yeah.
That one's...
Gross. There's a person made of teeth.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh, that one. I don't like that. That one is so triggering to me. I don't know. It gets me creeped out.
Yeah.
Teeth things are weird, and you can buy these fake teeth now, and everybody's buying these fake teeth and doing stuff with them.
Have you seen the shoe where the sole is made of teeth? Oh,
Why?
I don't know. Weird.
There you go, Kevin.
Anyway.
There you go.
I binged every season of The Wire because of you guys. Thank you.
Oh,
That's funny.
that's awesome.
What else?
That's actually still a show we need to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
never seen an episode of Wire.
I've tried to watch the first episode a couple times. It's one of those things where it's like midnight and I fell asleep and I didn't continue.
I've heard you got to get to like the third episode before it starts hooking you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That happened with us with Game of Thrones. We watched the first episode like 20 times.
Oh, more
Yeah.
than that. I feel
Same
like.
here. I haven't gotten past the second episode.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where you hear that it's good and it might mess up your expectations a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad was the same way. You needed like 3 or 4 episodes before you really started getting into it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So the next one is going to be podcasts. Do you listen to podcasts? First of all, I guess would be the question.
We don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but there is one that we have pretty consistently listened to for the past, since like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called If I Were You.
Okay.
And it's just 2 comedians. They used to be on College Humor back in the day. They're called
Who are they?
Jake and
Jake and
Amir.
Amir. I love
Yeah.
Jake and Amir.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, funny story about Jake and Amir. So, me and my wife were visiting my parents in Nantucket. They lived there for like 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And we're in Nantucket just walking around, and then all of a sudden Jake and Amir are there. They just got off the boat, and we're walking around, and we're like, "Holy crap, it's y'all!" You
No
know,
way.
and we got a picture
Wow.
taken with them.
Oh,
They were
that's
hanging
awesome.
out together in real life. It's like,
That's so
oh, they're
that's
actually
cool.
friends.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they do If I Were You, which is an advice podcast. So they give advice, and mostly it's just them like tearing into people for asking stupid questions. It's hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah, or not stupid, but like these people they do like real emails from real people,
Uh-huh.
and just some people are in the most insane situations.
So it's if I were you, I would do this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Sounds like my
Mhm.
brother and me,
Yeah, a little bit.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
gosh, that's so funny. I will listen to this. I will
Very.
listen to this.
It's
This-
really
That
good.
one's good.
Me and my wife were watching the stupid Jake and Amir College Humor ones. Like
So
there was
good.
this ongoing joke about how he just wouldn't take a shower and he had like crapped his pants or something. You know, it was
Yeah.
like
Just
seriously.
never showers.
Then the we're beefing. Do they ever say? Do they ever
Yeah.
say we're beefing? We're
Dude, they
beefing? Oh.
make they make Jake and Amir references all the time. All the
Oh.
The
time.
we're beefing episode is so funny.
Yeah. And Thomas Middleditch as
Uh-huh.
What's his name?
In his character.
Yeah,
in
his
that-
character's name.
I don't remember.
Gigabytes does your company have?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's pretty funny.
That's good.
All
I'll
right.
check that one out.
Dubes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one is going to be your favorite plugin. It's kind of a hard one.
Oh, that's definitely a you question.
I think, well, this pertains to both of us. I think it definitely has to be Overlord.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Overlord's
just-
a good one.
Getting all shape layers and editable text from Illustrator directly into
Mhm.
After Effects,
Mhm.
layered with one click of a button. That's been the biggest game changer. Not the most technical one, but it's the one we definitely use the most and has increased our workflow the most for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rad. That's super rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used Overlord, but because I don't do a ton of Illustrator stuff, you know, and I don't know. I hate shape layers for some reason. They just like, I was around before shape layers came around, and once they came around, I was like, why would you use these? I'm just gonna make a solid with a mask.
With a mask,
right?
Yeah, totally. That was me for the first 5 years animating, and then I made the switch. I would complain about all the twirl downs you had to do, but then just learn where everything is, and they're definitely very robust.
I just want to make a rectangle and have the center point be in the middle of the rectangle and not in the middle of this. That drives me nuts.
Well, that's what we go to our reposition anchor point script.
That's the best.
That is always on our top bar, clicking center.
I don't know that one. I need that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, reposition anchor point. It'll put it middle, top, left, top, right, bottom, anywhere.
Okay.
So say you cut something out, like cut out a mask and something or whatever. You just hit that button and it just centers it right to the middle.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
even if you've already animated it, it will reposition the anchor point and then keep the animation in the same.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dave,
cool.
you'll have to shoot me the link for that one because.
Oh yeah, I think we have that in our AE Scripts account. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And it's free too.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's free.
Okay.
Probably.
I think it is free.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple one.
And what else is on the list? Headphones. What are you rocking with headphones?
Oh, mine are so old.
Your Beats.
Yeah.
Your Beats.
Yeah.
I'm usually on my AirPods.
She's usually on the AirPods. For when we're like producing, recording music, and really need to hear it, we use these, which are my favorite I've ever had. They're Bose. And I used to have the Quiet Comfort, which were amazing, but now I have these ones, which are just called noise canceling headphones.
Okay.
700, I think.
Okay.
There's Bose noise canceling headphones 700.
Are they like a new version of the
Quiet Comfort?
Okay.
Yeah. They're the newest ones, right?
Yeah. I think they're not replacing Quiet Comfort. They're just a slightly subset of
one.
Yeah. But I was so convinced that I always will just keep on rebuying Quiet Comfort, and then Jill got me these for my birthday, and I wasn't convinced. I was very grateful. I was like, thank you for the amazing birthday present. but I was like, I love my Quiet Comfort. And then when I put these on, the second I put them on, Quiet Comfort is very comfortable, but these are instantly more comfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the noise cancellation any different?
Just as good. Yeah. I'd say Quiet Comfort is great noise cancellation. It's the best. It doesn't seem much
noise
different.
Cancellation.
There's a girl that I follow on TikTok called Bose Headphones Girl or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's always listening to music on her Bose headphones, always has the noise cancellation, and she has like extreme ADD, so she's hyper focused on one certain thing, and it's always her husband coming in and scaring her, so every video is her just freaking out because she's getting scared. And Bose liked her TikTok so much they sent her a free set of these headphones.
Oh, no way.
And she's always singing along with the music too, and it's awful. It's so bad. Like,
that's so awesome.
She doesn't sing well.
Wait, what is it called? Just Bose Headphones Girl?
I think it's Bose Headphone Girl.
That's
it's
awesome.
so funny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We have to check her out.
Yeah.
Big TikTokers lately.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
It's too addicting.
It's the only good thing going on in my life right now.
I feel you, man.
Yeah, now it's about to be outlawed, so.
Nah.
No,
TikTok's suing the Trump administration. It'll
don't think it'll
stuck
happen,
in
then?
litigation until he's out of office. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Okay.
Why hasn't Bose sponsored our podcast yet?
Right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need to hit them up, I guess. They need to know that we talk about them every week. I don't think anyone at Bose is just watching this segment every week, but...
If anyone has a hookup at Bose, shoot them our way.
Yeah, let's do it. Sponsored by Bose. We'll stop in the middle and...
Right.
So, when you open your phone, what is your favorite go-to app? What is your muscle memory app?
Muscle memory
your
app.
phone?
That one's easy.
Like Instagram.
Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
That's the muscle memory
easy
app.
enough.
First thing in the morning.
Besides email, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's during that nerve-wracking point in the morning when you wake up and you're like, you hit the email button just to make sure there are no fires to put out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Man,
And then you're like, oh, okay.
Okay, Instagram.
speaking of the other night, my so I've got a 7-month-old. He woke up at 3:30 in the morning, and so don't have kids. So just kidding. I love my kids. He woke up at 3:30 in the morning. I got up, I fed him a bottle, changed his diaper, and I put him back to bed. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to bed. And then I made the mistake of reading my email. And it's like, oh. So then I was up working for the next 2.5 hours.
Oh.
You know,
Oh man.
before I could go back to bed.
Yeah,
You know.
it's one of those things I won't be able to sleep unless.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
if you getting up in the middle of the night, just don't check your email. Don't check your email until you're ready to work.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one, this is the toughest one, is your favorite life hack.
Gosh, I need more life hacks in my life, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first,
Oh wait, we could talk about grocery delivery hack.
That's
That's
true,
been a
actually.
lifesaver this quarantine.
yeah, getting on a weekly grocery delivery.
Yeah.
So on Fresh Direct,
Mm-hmm.
you can
Reserve your spot.
reserve your spot, and then they will for us it's Wednesdays. We get a
Okay.
delivery at 5 p.m. every Wednesday on the dot, exactly what we need for 1 week, and we just don't even need to think about it.
Yeah.
And
So
it's-
you go through and fill out what you're going.
What
do you have
want
to
every week?
do? Yeah. Do you have to do that every week, or you just like this is what I want from now on?
you do.
No, you do. I do it every week. You have to add it, but it's one of those things where it's like I'll be cooking and like realize I don't have anything, so I'll like quickly add it and then
Yeah.
update my cart, and it'll.
Yeah, so throughout the week,
That's
you
cool.
you
Oh,
find
okay.
things that you need, and you just add it to your cart throughout the week, and then
Yeah.
it'll all come on Wednesday
Yeah,
or
you
whatever
just have like
day you
a
choose.
deadline of like 24 hours before your
Yeah.
delivery, so you
That's
just make
cool.
sure.
Yeah, and
but-
it costs no extra money than going to the grocery store. Sometimes even cheaper, especially
Huh.
if you have a secret code that gets you lifetime of free shipping.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and
Which we can
actually,
provide.
I'm like also terrible at picking like good avocado, and they're really good at it. So like I'm just
Every
like,
week, it's
Yeah.
a good avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
so I
true.
trust them. So
Yeah.
they're actually better grocery shoppers than I am.
Yeah, for the delivery services, a lot of people say, "Well, how do you know that it's good produce?" Just like trust them.
Yeah.
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 They'll do good
Tip
produce.
them good too. They're like out there doing the work right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're the
But-
pig and the essential workers.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Does that make you the shark or the boat or something else?
I hope
Um,
we're the water that they
Yeah,
fall
we're
into.
chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the support structure.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are the support structure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Cool. I'll have to-
Amazon
I'll have
stuff
to try
is good
that.
too.
My wife and
Yeah.
I have we've been trying to, we do pickup where we'll drive the car to the place and they'll just drop it off in the back of the car.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
But we've been talking about just getting them delivered because it's like, I mean, I'm home all day. Might as well,
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. I like
Amazon
that. And
Fresh
it-
is good for that.
See, but Amazon Fresh doesn't come out to where I'm at.
Oh.
Like I'm too far outside of the Metroplex to where, they just won't deliver to me.
It's great though
Right.
because it lets you go to your previous things that you bought and you just go in your head, you're like, oh, I forgot about tomato sauce. I definitely need more tomato sauce because I used it this week.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And it's nice and cold. It shows up in those packs with instead of ice or ice packs, they use frozen bottles of water.
Oh, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, we've
So
done
that
that,
you
and then we
defrost
use
them.
those bottles of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
I like that. I'll have to try that out. Now, do
It's worth it.
you get to choose the grocery store you go to? They use?
No, we don't. I
Mm-mm.
don't actually know what grocery store. I'm assuming it's all obviously locally.
Yeah, I think actually they do it
Mhm.
in Jersey.
Oh, do they?
I think so.
Oh,
'Cause
how
you-
would you know?
Yeah.
You don't grocery shop.
The return labels from Jersey, so that's my only
Oh,
clue.
okay.
That's my only clue. But
Amazon
But
Fresh
they
does
also
that.
they do the
Yeah.
reorder thing too. So like you have
Yeah.
all the list of what you've done. So that's been
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
helpful when I don't know what to get.
yeah,
Could you
Yeah.
make meals like this is a group of meal? I want this meal.
That would
like
be
that would
nice.
be interesting.
that's
You know,
a good
it's like-
idea.
That is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, here's my meal. I need all this
Mhm.
stuff. You know.
Oh yeah, they do that. So if you
Oh.
go to the homepage, they'll
Uh-huh.
show you like this beautiful photo of this yummy meal, and it literally has all the ingredients underneath it. You just go add to cart, add to cart, add to cart,
I
add to
see.
cart.
But
That's cool.
within your cart, can you make groups?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
No, they section it by like dairy, meat,
Oh, okay.
vegetables, all
Yeah.
that. But
Like
It's
if you
still
could save a
organized.
group and say, you know,
this
okay,
is-
I'm making chicken Alfredo this week. I need all this stuff for chicken Alfredo.
Right.
You know,
What one
add
click?
this group.
Yeah,
right.
that would be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah.
That's
oh,
a
that's
good idea.
great idea.
That's a good
All right,
idea.
Fresh Direct. That's another $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Copyright Mograph.com.
Right.
Trademark, forever prohibited.
Trademark.
I'll tell you, my new favorite thing to order from Amazon Fresh are edamame noodles. They're so
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Full of protein,
Good
no
to know.
carbs. They are so
Ooh.
good. You can eat them plain. They're so good. Or throw some butter on them. So good. It's just
Right.
protein. It's so good. Yeah, they'll be sitting there in
You
the
don't
pot.
need
And I'm
sauce
like,
or anything?
I mean,
Are
I
they like-
do, but
Yeah.
you
Got it.
can just eat them by themselves and they're delicious. But yeah, because Alfredo sauce doesn't really have many carbs in it, you do that with some Alfredo sauce, and it's actually a pretty
Delicious.
decent meal if you're on the keto train. But they're so good. Try them. Recommended.
Yeah.
Enough.
That's my recommends
Yeah.
for today. All right. Well, we all got this hard out coming up here. We've all got meetings and things and clients and
Yeah.
and such. So we're gonna
Yeah.
take off. We really appreciate y'all being on.
Yeah.
Hanging
Thanks.
with us.
for having
and-
us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us. It was a blast.
What's really fun is like, you know, for a few of these episodes, I haven't known like the guests or any of their work and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's fun like getting to meet you live with everyone
Right.
else, you know?
yeah,
It's cool. Yeah.
we're forming our friendship
Right?
live and
Everyone can see.
Yeah.
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 The next time we see each other in New York, it's going to be hugs all around.
Oh, it's gonna be
You know?
crazy.
As long as
yeah.
we're all vaccinated for COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Avoid we're prohibited.
Yeah.
If people want to find you online, where can they get in touch with you, find your stuff?
So we're most active on Instagram, as we mentioned. It's at adventure_studio, and adventure is ADVNTR.
hmm
Um,
That's pretty much where we'll be.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much where we'll be, or our website, which is advntr.co.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Cool. Well,
Can-
thanks
A new
again.
follower.
Mhm.
Yay.
Well, we're going to get out of here. You can rate us on iTunes, leave a review, subscribe on your podcatcher of choice. That really helps get our ratings up. You can say you've... Oh, I'll also subscribe to our newsletter, because our newsletter goes out about once a month or so-ish when we have
Yeah.
some good stuff to show. So that'll probably go out. What is today? I have no idea what today is.
The 24th. Dude, this month has flown by.
This year has flown by. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's the
insane.
slowest and
Eh.
fastest year at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so
It
weird.
Right.
really is. Yeah.
Right.
And so check out our newsletter. Make sure you sign up for that. You get all the info and the latest if you missed anything. And you can say you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt with the Mograph logo tee, the Paul Babb Feel the Babb 2020 shirt. All the profits from that go to Doctors Without Borders. Then there's the Render Things t-shirt, hoodie, and long sleeve tee. Make sure you get one of those long sleeve ones for October. You know, be perfect.
Dude, we've only got like 60 more days left of that Paul Babb 2021.
I know. I don't know
Ooh.
what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Oh, we're gonna have
redo.
to pick those up
Oh,
before
yeah.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you could probably still get them on Amazon afterwards.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be wearing it when we embrace each other in real
There you
life
go.
in the future.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah. So get a long sleeve Render Things shirt. You know that really
Yeah.
works with the whole October vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Halloween and all that, and Stranger Things / Render Things, that kind of vibe. And you can wear it while you drink your pumpkin spice latte, and wear your yoga
Hashtag
pants
yes.
that say "juicy" on the back.
All the basic things.
Yeah, that's me,
Yeah.
not Jill.
That's lovely. Nice.
PSL, as we call it. You know.
Hashtag PSL.
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 And then lastly, that render is Fire Shirt, which you can only wear ironically unless you're Shams.
That's your shams.
Yeah.
Which is she's presenting this week.
She is
Right?
presenting this week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Her and Blake Catherine and Julia Simone.
Mm-hmm.
And Noseman, but who cares
And
about him?
Noseman. He's Noseman standing in for Jess, because Jess, I guess, couldn't make it
Right.
at the last minute. So.
Yeah.
So check all that out. 3dmotionshow.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out that lineup. And then, of course, IBC presentations are going to be coming up a couple weeks after that. And that's going to be, I believe, a 4-day event. So that's going to be a lot of streaming.
Did they change the time? Or are you in the middle of the night?
I don't know what the time is going to be. I should probably check on that. But the dates did move up for IBC in general, I think. So
Cool.
make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll give more information as it gets closer. And, of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, mograph.com. Check us out there. Make sure you ding that bell. Oh, my gosh. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it like the kids do it?
That's how they do it.
Sounds
Alright.
good
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And that about wraps it up. So until next time, I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
And we're Willie and Jill
From Adventure.
from Adventure.
Have a good one.
Later,
Bye,
yo.
guys.
All right. Stand by, y'all.
Yay. We're still live, by the
Yeah,
way.
we're still live for a minute.